Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Little Norton. Today it is absolutely tipping it down with rain. So to begin with, we're going to do a bit of work with the animals. We've got this baler to return down to the other farm as well. Just generally going to do a little bit of work with the sheep to begin with. Because if we have a look in here, the sheep need some hay. They need some clover silage, which we've got as well, and they need some sugar beets and carrots. Plenty of grass for them to eat at the moment. And the reason why I want to keep the sheep going well is because I want to build up the lambs. We want to sell off any lambs that we might have at the moment. Let's just have a look at this. Do we have any really young sheep? I don't think. Yeah, first year we don't have any lambs, so that's not surprising. We should be able to get some by the second year, and hopefully make money off these sheep for more than just their wool. Because that's the thing on here. We need to be making money from the sheep off both things, because wool does not really pay that well. The other interesting thing we've got here is we've got a lot of grass around here that's dirty. Is this all going to go in? Nope. Right, only took... Wow. They don't take a huge amount, the sheep. Despite the fact that we have quite a few, they really don't take that much. So we're in a position where we have vastly more hay up here for them than we need. But if we find ourselves running out of hay down with our cows, then we easily have a great source of hay up here that we can then feed them. Because yeah, we have the amount of hay we can store in this shed is far more than we will ever need for these sheep. And if we're getting 3 cuts a year, basically we're going to be looking at doing silage work on here. And trying to earn money from that. So I think we're going to need a forage wagon at some point. We've got a forage harvester, so we could possibly use that to do our animals, or to do the silage, which would be quite cool if we can work out a way. I think the follow me mod might be quite useful to do that, and us with a forage harvester going at it. Not something we can do in this weather, of course. It is absolutely tipping it down. I've only got 105 litres of clover silage available here. So I think we're going to have to do a trip up to the shop for some more clover silage bales. Again, I don't think we need a huge amount of these for our sheep and our cows, but we do need some. And not being able to harvest clover on here yet, we're making money from silage in order to do that. And we're going to make a big full thing of silage down at the main farm. So that took all of that. Wow. Yeah, we need to get a lot of clover silage for up here. Cows we need to clean out as well. Actually, we need to clean out this sheep. And we need to give them some carrots. So that's the next thing on our agenda then is to get the bucket, clean this out. That will get that out of the way. Because it's the summer, they have a massive amount of grass already. So what I'm going to look to do is just sort of pile this up out of the way. We've not really got anywhere to put it. It'd be good to get maybe a small bunker silo or something up here, and maybe put it in that. We've got space to expand the farm. That's the thing. We also have that tether to return, although possibly up here would be a better place to store it. Basically, we have a lot of space to play with around these farms, which is pretty good for us to use. And I kind of still need to work out how I'm gonna use these farms so they're full of beds. Right, we still have a few carrots in the bottom of this, so hopefully this will be enough for our sheep. Yeah, we have closed that gate, that's good. And if this is enough for the sheep, then we will be able to just clean them up as well at the same time, which is good. Otherwise, we'll just bring the box of carrots up here and fill them some more. getting our bucket here empty would be very, very useful. Yes, they have taken all of them. That's about half the carrots we need. So we'll bring the box over here in a minute. Meanwhile, we can just get a pile of grass. I'm just going to pile this grass off to the side. I don't mind about this sort of disappearing, to be honest. If we can, we'll just pile it up out of the way. It will diminish on its own, and that will keep our sheep nice and full. This is an absolutely brilliant little tractor. I do love this little bed. It's perfect for us for what we're doing with the sheep. It's actually made a great little spray tractor as well, although we have been using the other tractor. We're going to take this down the other farm. If we do get to do some spraying today, we will do it with this, I think. Even though we've got the care wheels and things on the other tractor, we do need to get the other tractor cleaned out. So I don't think this garage opens, does it? No. So we can leave that locked, and that's not using this house. We can leave that there, and then get our forks. We'll leave everything up here except for the tractor itself. So we'll leave the front loader up here, we'll leave the rear weight up here, and we'll just take the tractor down the other farm. You can see how much weight that big weight we've got on the back of this is putting on this tractor at the moment. Quite a bit. There we go. Right, so still got 300 litres of carrots here. So actually, we're going to need more carrots. So we're going to be on a shopping spree for clover bales and carrots. Very soon we're going to have all the silage we need, which is good. And it'll be grass silage as well. Actually, we're going to have a mix. We'll have a mix of grass silage and maize silage, I think. Crossgo our sheep. But yeah, we are going to do maize silage too. We are going to need a bunker up here, thinking about it. And then we wouldn't need clover bales up here, we'd just need them down at the main farm. That has built those up, and that is a very happy set of sheep for now. We'll turn the water on before we go. We need to go and do something similar down at the other farm. But if we have a silage bunker up here, just put a closed silage bunker behind the house or something like that, a small one, then there'll be vehicles coming at me from all directions. Then we'll be able to just put silage into the field. We've got enough hay here to last us for a very long while. Now the problem we have got at the moment is we have no money. We are in the red. I think we've got a £5,000 loan. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're currently running a £5,000 loan, and we're renting equipment and stuff, so it's costing us. But at the moment, we're not having to buy anything. As I said, we're probably going to need to buy some clover silage bales at some point. We'll leave that on and pull that out. That's what we can do. Take that off. As I said, we're going to take the other stuff down to, we're going to take this tractor down to the farm and take the stuff back that we've got up here that we want to get back. Over and top down. Before we go, and before we get back in the tractor though, let's turn the water on. There we go. And we'll head off down to the main farm and take our baler back down there. Because, yeah, we should have our stuff in the right place rather than sort of sitting at the side of the road next to our farm. Won't need to, well, we'll hook everything up because then the PTO won't go moving around on the road. And yeah, we'll get this down to our farm. Back down to our main yard, and we're going to go and put the baler into this shed over here, I think. Yeah, so ideally I want to get it down the far end. Might be easier to put it in from here. Wow, this baler looks huge on this tractor. But then this is not the tractor that you would use this baler with. It's alright to transport it, but it would never properly run it. Well, I don't know actually. I don't know what the horsepower requirements for this baler is. Normally these round balers have a slightly lower horsepower requirement. So you never know, this tractor might actually be able to run this. Would be an interesting setup to do. But we're going to leave that there like that. Disconnect it and take this out. And then we've got a little bit of work to do down here. So we're going to go and park this in the other shed. Because we're not wanting to go up to the other farm yet. We can then hop over into our GTA and get that working on a little bit more work that we've got to do inside the shed. In fact, what we need to do in this shed over here is unload the trailer from last time. We also need to sort out our cows. I'm going to go and give our cows some water so that again is running while we're working and gives us the best use of our time. Yeah, always need to keep them topped up. But you can see we've got some silage to clean up there, so some cleaning up to do with the cows. What else have we got? Yeah, so we need to give them some hay, and we need to give them some clover silage if we have any. I don't think we have any. And any grass silage or WCS or anything. All we've got actually is hay. That is all there is in this shed. So let's get that unloaded. And then we're in a position where we can sort out our cows. We know we can give them a little bit of whole crop silage, because that is in there, and that is what we'll clean up. We know we've got some hay to give them as well. We can take a couple of hay bales out there for them. But we are gonna have to get some clover silage. The trouble is, as I was saying, we have no money at the moment, so it's not awful for our first year. To not feed the cows everything, but it really would help us if we did. So this shed here is perfect for us to store these bales in. I think it's not quite, yeah, doesn't quite run 45 through the shed. Right, down, right. See if we can flatten this out. We had it slightly tipped upwards, and that's why they didn't go down as they should have. In fact, wow, that really does not want to let go this. There we are. It's the first two bales off. Not a lot of manoeuvring space in this shed. But this is the trouble. You have to do this indoors while it's this wet. In order to prevent these bales from tipping over an hour and diminishing. So lots of disappearing into walls on this, unfortunately. We may at some point need to move this trailer forward just to give ourselves some access. Just flatten it a little bit. Yeah, to give ourselves access to the piece of wall behind it. It might have been better had we parked it, in fact, on the other side. I think I'm going to have to sit very close to. Yeah, look at that. There's no way I can get that where I want to get it. I want to get these two bales down the side here. Come right up close to this bale trailer. And then I'm going to move it forward. Got these moved and got these put in. Oh, slightly too fast. Careful, good bales again. That's pretty good. Get out. Get down. Get off. And we're good. Right, now we need to move this bale train. Because we cannot continue to work with it there. As long as we can get it into a position that is workable, we're all good. We need to be careful, of course, at this point we don't have all of these bales stuck down. Pull it out towards the door there a little bit. Then I'm going to back it around and right it. Like so. Pull it forward and swing myself up. Hopefully that gives me enough space to work, especially if I push it back round like that. Okay, so the idea is that we're not going right up into the corner of these. We're going to stack these in the middle of the room because yeah, we do not have enough space. The alternative is go get the little tractor and do it with that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these unloaded and then we'll go from there and sort our cows out. Last two bales now off the bale trailer and onto our stack. So again, a good number of bales here. In fact, do we need... Yeah, we need hay, so we might as well take these two bales and take them out to the field. How close are we to an hour? We've just gone over. So, oh, in fact, we have a hay bale out there, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put these two on the pile, and then if we need them, we can come and get them. But I think we're going to be alright for hay, looking at that, actually. So let's line this up. Hopefully, without taking this entire stuck out. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to tip of this down and just push those top bales on. Just to sort of, yeah, there we go. That is our whole stack done. And working very nicely. Now we kind of need to get the bale trailer out of here and away. So I'm going to take my, I'm going to put this outside. Like so, and we'll drop this up here. And this rain is still showing no sign whatsoever of letting up, annoyingly. I am going to have to grab the bale spike in a minute, but first I want to hop round and hook this back up and go and put this away and get it out of the way. Round and in with our... Can we want to go round and over here because we can't get past this gate. So we want to go round here. Our grass is growing very nicely at the moment. We are going to be doing... So I had a thought while I was unloading those. We're going to be doing maize silage in our silage plants, and we're going to be doing grass silage in wrapped bales. So that's the plan. We're basically going to have every kind of silage we can have on here, and so yeah, next time we're going to be cutting and baling silage, grass silage, because we need a lot of that. We need a load of that for the cows. We need a load of it for the sheep. And then we're also going to need to go and do some maize silage. We need maize silage for our cows. So if you have a look in here, maize silage, grass silage, or WCS fermenters, clover silage, alfalfa silage. Now we're making grass silage, so we could use that there. and we could use that there. But it's that we need to buy the clover silage for this. Interestingly, we could get away with not having a forage harvester on it, by the looks of things. If we're actually able to harvest the maize rather than silaging it, we may get rid of our silage harvester, our forage harvester, because it is quite a bit of money, and we could really do with that money towards a sugar beet harvester instead. We need a sugar beet harvester much more, by the looks of it, than we need a forage harvester. But the trouble is, forage harvester is very much needed at the moment. So this is the standard season shear we're using on here, and it's not abnormal really for it to be fairly wet when we come to harvest our maize and our silage. So yeah. Now we are on day 3 of summer. We've got 3 full days here. I'm not too worried about doing about the fact that we need to do some fertilising and some spraying of our weeds off. And we'll have a look at this in a minute. But that is actually, that's good. That's a little bit of silaging for our cows. Yeah, I think with the fact that we've got so many grass fields on here, grass silage is very much going to be something we need to do. We're going to do a fair amount of. And we're actually able to feed our cows pretty effectively with that. And then we can use the maize. We could actually get the sugar beet together and do the maize to feed the cows. I mean, we have options here, which is an interesting situation to be in. I thought Maize Plus would make it a little bit harder for me to do stuff. It actually gives me more options to feed my animals with, which is, yeah, totally unexpected. I did not think I'd be going, oh, do I need my forage harvester? And if I don't need my forage harvester, do I even need a sugar beet harvester? And then, wow, that just opens up all sorts of possibilities. But we have actually planted the sugar beet. So at the very least, we need to hire a sugar beet harvester. And we'll probably make more money off doing silage than we would off doing corn. So yeah, it swings and roundabouts, and trying to work out what will work best for our farm here. Either way, this farm is I'm loving this farm. This is an absolutely cracking map. We've got 1,400 litres of hay in here. We'll see where this takes us. And then we can estimate how many more bales we need. There we go. And there we go. I'm expecting you to take all of this. Yep. And how much more do they need? I reckon it's not a full bale. I reckon it's most of the bale they need, I think. So, yeah. As long as we keep our sheep and our cows fed and watered, we're good at the moment. Even if we can't feed them all of the various possibilities we need to. But this should do a second. Right, around. We'll try and grab this without wrecking our very easily stacked pile of bales. Carefully, yeah. Very happy with that. Let's go put the rest of this in there. And then we're in good stead. And yeah, it looks like this rain, when is this rain going to let up? That's the question. It may be that the rest of this day is a very wet bust. Because we currently have just so much rain. There we go. Yeah, wow, they took all of that. Just under, that is really good. I'm very, very pleased with that. That means that we have not, we've not got a bale kicking around here, which is, yeah, very, very good news. Now, I'm not planning to use any straw with our cows until after this year's harvest. We have, how much? We've got 181,000 litres of slurry. So that's why, basically, I want to start producing manure after harvest, and we'll build up to slurry before that point, which is spot on for us. Right, this can go back in this shed here. And yeah, I think we're going to end up taking our little tractor back up the other end and finishing where we started. Because, being realistic, and the fact that we're on 9-day seasons, we can't do anything. We've got the rain about to let up in a bit, but not until mid to late afternoon at the very earliest. So it's yeah, it's a bit of a wet setup, but we have a good couple of dry days coming. So yeah, I think the ground and everything is too wet today to do any spraying. So we're going to take our little tractor. I think actually we might leave our little tractor down here. Not much else to do around the farm today. It has been all about sorting the animals out. We're going to be earning some money in the near future, hopefully. Do we own the BGA? I don't think we do at the moment. So the biogas plant would cost us 35,000. So when it comes to it, I will probably borrow some money, get the biogas plant, and see if we can repay that as quickly as we can. All our tractors are down here at the moment. So yeah, I think this is probably where we're going to leave it on this very wet day. Not much more we can do on the farm. Or we should be closing some gates though. But yeah, that's that pretty much covers us for today. As a result, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.